Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. Here you can see that I have some components which I got from AliExpress and I would like to share with you guys. Open it up. I want you guys to join me as I unbox it and let's see how it is, if there's any ripples and what are the specifications which it can do. So do all to stay tuned to the ending of this video and Alright, the first component which you can see here is actually the Arduino expansion board. Basically the Arduino Nano expansion board, and we are going to be ripping it off right now. It looks really nice, it looks compatible and really good to do a job. And what you just need to do with this module is that you just need to get your Arduino and just slot it inside. Basically the Arduino Nano expansion board, that is what this for. So if you don't want to connect the Arduino directly to this expansion board, you don't want to stress your Arduino, or you don't want to connect any wires to Arduino directly, you can just connect it to this expansion board. It will be really easy and really nice to work with. You can also see that there's also some kind of pins which are also available that are also inside of the Arduino Nano, such as the analog 0, analog 1, analog 2, 3, 4 to 7, and there's also different voltage which are out and also ground, and there's also different pins right here which it actually says right here, as you can see. Without wasting much time, let's go to the next one. Now the next one which you actually have is actually the booster board. Yes, you get me right, the booster. This is actually a booster board, and I guess it's actually a buck booster. It can be able to reduce voltage and it also can be able to boost voltage. You just need to connect it to your 3.7-volt battery and you get your sweet 5-volt output at the side of this booster board. I'm going to rip it apart in a minute. Looking inside of this boosted board, you can find some nut and bolt right here. Oh my god, it's ripping apart. Anyways, these are the nuts and bolts which you are needed to be able to put into the booster board in case you want to mount it in a particular place and you want it to be firm and you don't want it to be moving around. You can use this bolt to secure it in place and make it tight and firm. I'm going to keep this aside. Now this booster board also have a heat sink. Yes, this heat sink is actually what helps to dissipate heat out of the booster board to make it not that hot. If it's really getting hot, this heat sink is really valuable. So if you know that you want to draw a lot of power from this particular booster board, you really need to put this heat sink so that you can be able to like dissipate a lot of heat. Looking at the main board itself, it looks really nice, and you can see the 7-segment display right here that actually displays the particular voltage is output out of it. And I guess it's a MOSFET right here. This is a MOSFET, yeah, a lot of MOSFET, so it can be able to handle large current. And I guess this is the buttons to kind of what is this, what did this say, out, and it says in. I don't know how this actually is. I wish to really test it out. Let's see how it goes. And you can see some capacitors and mostly the inductor right here that actually helps to boost the voltage and diode and other stuff. And just need to read the description and test out these booster board. Okay, now what do we have right here? A smoke detector. I don't know if you have come across or have ever heard about these kind of modules, but you can find these modules on AliExpress. All the components which I'm actually talking about in this video will be listed in the description. If you want to get yours, no affiliates or commissions are being sent to me. None of them. Is just the direct link to go to AliExpress and actually get the components. But this is actually a smoke detector. Really having hard time getting it out. Alright, it was not really easy to get it out, but I kind of don't like the way the smoke detector is actually looking right now. It's actually pressed. Oh my god, I guess it's due to transportation and packaging and stuff like that, but this is a no for AliExpress. Please package your items well, and this can rip off a little a little sensitive component if you're buying something like this from AliExpress. So please, AliExpress, I would like you to package your component very well. I really appreciate that. But anyways, I guess this will still be working. We'll be interfacing it with an Arduino. I'm not going to be testing how it works in this video of unboxing. I'm going to be making the video separately on how you can be able to program this and actually work it with the Arduino, because yeah, this is basically an Arduino job and it actually senses smoke, I guess. So I got this item from AliExpress to actually make some kind of project for you. Those projects are loading, so you have to stay, and if you don't want to miss out on those projects, do well to hit the subscribe button so that you get to get notified when those kind of exclusive videos post on my channel. Anyways, let's go to the next. Now, the fourth component which we actually have in here is actually a OLED. Yes, I also got the OLED from AliExpress, and really want to interface it with an Arduino and to let you guys know on how it basically works. But yes, I would really love to have an OLED in the past, and that is why I'm getting this actually. But yes, this is the OLED. Very good job from AliExpress for putting some kind of foam right here to actually make and secure the pins. But too bad the pins still get wrecked. Oh my god, I guess the transportation was just too hard on the module. And please, please, please. Oh my god, I don't even know what to say. You can peel this thing to actually see. I guess this is actually protection that actually protects the screen. This is actually OLED. They actually have 4 pins right here which you use to interface with your Arduino. But I guess I'm going to be making a dedicated video for this also, either to kind of show something on it or stuff like that. This is actually Arduino project, and I can just rip it off in this video. Anyways, this video is basically unboxing and the full video on how it actually works and how you can maybe be able to use it and interface with the Arduino we made separately. So this is actually the fourth module we should opening that we got from AliExpress, and it's actually a cool one. And let's go to the next one. Now the next one which I actually got is just a random and normal thing which you will know. Actually, this does not need a knife for it. It's actually a deep point jumpers, actually model jumpers. If you need jumpers which you're going to use to connect to your modules, I'm going to be showing you. Let's open it up first. These jumpers are very handy and very important if you want to like connect your module to another module, or you want to connect 2 different modules together, or you want to use it for breadboard and stuff. But this type is actually a female to female. You can see that the mouth is actually female, and this other side is also female, which is not actually the one I want. But anyways, it's still good, and we're gonna stick with it, stick with what we have. And I'm going to be using it in our upcoming project, working with Arduinos and different modules. So now you're going to be asking me, how is this connected? I'm going to be showing you right now. All you need to do is just to use the side and plug into your module. Okay, let me get a module that is good. Okay, you can see the module pins right here. You just need to use these 2-point jumper wires to plug it in like so. Very easy and very handy, and you can use the other side of the bond jumpers to actually connect to what you want to connect. It can be different modules, or it can be Arduinos or stuff like that, or even connected to a breadboard. And by the way, sorry about the exposure changing up right down. Really need to get a better camera for this. Anyways, looking at the 6th item which I actually got from AliExpress, it's actually the ultrasonic sensors. Yeah, this is actually ultrasonic sensors, and it's very handy in making electronic project. Also, you need an Arduino for this. Pardon me if I'm not pronouncing the Arduino properly. We're just going to be bringing out one. You're not going to be bringing out all. Or let's just, you're unboxing, right? So let's open everything. All right, we got all the ultrasonic sensors out, and it looks really nice and handy. I like the way it looks, and I like the way it's kind of looking like a speaker. It's really looking like a speaker, and what actually happens here is that it actually makes a very loud noise which our ears are beyond hearing. But microcontroller can interface with it and guess how far it is from a obstruction. Now the ultrasonic sensor is mostly used in sensing obstruction. You can use it for RC cars or kind of a line follow robot to avoid from jamming walls and stuff like that. So the closer you get using the ultrasonic sensor, normally the ultrasonic sensor have to be in front of the moving vehicle or RC car or stuff like that. So as the RC car is getting close to the obstruction, it actually bounces that high frequency of sound which these tiny speakers actually make, thereby sending a signal to the Arduino, and the Arduino actually understands this and actually calculates how far the car is to the obstruction and actually stop the wheel or actually turn left or right or stuff like that. So I would say that the ultrasonic sensor actually come in a good condition. There was no bad obstructions or disruptions due to transportation, and transportation really didn't freak out this ultrasonic sensor. Sorry about my hand shaking. I don't know why. I'm just so nervous. Anyways, it's actually come in 5. I actually got 5 from AliExpress, and I like the way all kind of like it came successfully, and you're going to be using it to make some really crazy Arduino projects, so you stay to that. Let's go to the next unboxing. Now the final unboxing for the items is actually a lithium battery. Yeah, a lithium battery. I was guessing this is actually a lithium battery or a polymer battery, but I actually guessed it wrong. It's not actually a lithium battery. When I try to pronounce it right here, I am actually seeing Lidio. I don't know why it's written Lidio, but maybe this is a kind of different type of battery, but it's still a 3.7 volt battery and a 2000 mAh with 7.4 watt, and it's really handy, and you can be able to use it to make calls or interface with project if you don't have electricity close by to you. I got these three to be able to work with it. Also, I'm having issues with my meter, so that is the main reason I actually got these batteries, so that I can be able to use it to replace my meter, because my multimeter right here actually need a removable battery. As you can see right here, I'm going to bring it out. It actually need three 1.5 volt AA batteries to work with, and the spring is actually getting damaged due to the acid which is being generated from these AA batteries, and when they are kind of dead or something. So turning this to voltage, which is actually here 1.5 plus this is actually 3 plus this 4.5. So if I impute this 4.2 volt lead DO battery, it can work me perfectly with the multimeter, and when it's down I just need to plug it to my charger or recharge the lithium batteries without having issues with any leakage that will be coming out from the battery. So that is the main reason I got this kind of batteries, and I really appreciate it, the way it is and everything. So I think that will be the ending of this video, and we have come to the end of this video. Actually, you can get all these items in the description of this video below, and I hope you really enjoy the project and also the unboxing of everything. I really appreciate it. If you like what I do and you want to support me, do all to check out my Patreon in the description of this video, and also subscribe to my channel to increase what I do. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.